Hello friends, welcome back to Aaron's Anxiety. I am your host Aaron, your personal guide through anxiety. Just heading out on another beautiful day in northern Indiana. Something I need to address. And on the way to work is a good time to do it, I suppose. So, I get a lot of questions about medication, at what point medication helped, at one point did the depersonalization go away, at what point did the side effects start going away, and at what point, fill in question, how did it go with the medication? And I think that because I haven't talked about this subject in a while, that people, some of my new subscribers I should say, or new viewers don't know. And that is my story with anxiety, depersonalization, Lexapro, things like that. It didn't start out with medication. I didn't start out saying, oh, I'm having these problems, let me medicate myself and see if I can't get them to go away. I didn't want to do that. And be honest with you, many of my subscribers have expressed to me that they are afraid to take the medication of Lexapro, Zoloft, whatever it may be, any SSRI. They're afraid to take these medications because they're afraid of what it will do to their already stressed brain. That being said, I was in that same boat with those people. I did fear that the medication would cause me to it was a long night. I had the fear that the medication would cause me to go into fight or flight. I had a fear that it would cause me to go further into depersonalization. It was just a big fear that the medication was going to mess with my psyche. So that being said, when I first started, I didn't go the medication route, and I think this is where I'm kind of getting away, because I do have a lot of good videos about Zoloft, Lexapro, SSRIs, things like that, good tips, tricks, things like that. However, there are some things that I can't answer, like how long is it going to take for the depersonalization to go away through Zoloft, Lexapro, whatever. I don't know. And the reason I don't know is because for many of the subscribers that I've had for a long time, you guys know I didn't start out with medication. I started out with saying to myself, okay, this sucks. I don't like it. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be trapped in my room or on the couch. I don't want to be afraid to go out and experience this world. I don't want to miss work, things like that. So I decided to push myself to be a better version of myself. So the reason, in my head, the way I worked it out was I have anxiety for a reason. I can blame it on marijuana, but the anxiety was already there. Marijuana just tripped me into fight or flight and really brought a lot of that stuff to the surface. So I don't blame marijuana for these problems. The problems were already there. See what I'm saying? So my dad. Anyways, so keep that in mind when you're asking me questions. If you happen to see that, I didn't start out like that. I started out and I need to self-succeed. I'm not going to rely on a medication, blah, blah, blah. So once I got myself to where I thought I had gotten most of the anxiety and depersonalization had gone away for a while, but the anxiety was still kind of lingering, that's when I kicked over into the Zoloft, and then the Zoloft didn't work well for me, and then I had Lexapro. So this is important to keep in mind, especially when you're going to ask me questions. I want to make sure that I am very honest with you guys. I don't want to give you guys any false information. I'm only here to be a benefit to you, and if I cannot be a benefit to you, then there's no reason for me to be here. So with that being said, that is how my story went. I had at least say at least a year-ish, 8 months to a year, somewhere in there, of self-improvement, and that self-improvement through diet, exercise, finances, pretty much anywhere where I saw that there was a fault in me, I tackled it. So, I'm so glad I'm not there anymore. It is tough. And if you guys are going through it, just know that it will end if you want it to end. People constantly ask me, how long is this going to take? I don't know. I honestly don't know for you. I didn't know for me. I don't know for a lot of people. And the reason I don't know is because it depends on who you are as a person and how you're willing to attack this situation. You do not need medication to attack this situation. Medication will be a benefit, though. I am a firm believer in we haven't always had medication in this lifetime of humanity. We have a very short time in the history of Homo sapiens that we've actually had the gift of medication. So that being said, let's utilize it when we can. So I'm not against medication by any means, but if you are, or if you don't, you can do this without medication. I've already proven to myself that it was possible because I did the majority of it without it, and afterwards brought it in for that last little bit. So in conclusion, class, get out there, make today yours. This isn't forever. You can beat this with or without medication. You just have to have the will to want. You have to want to get this done. I have people that comment on my videos how they're going to attack this situation, the steps that they're going to take, and how they're not going to give up. And I don't worry about those people. I give them a little thumbs up because you know what? There's nothing I can tell you, because I can already tell in their brain they're done with this, and they will not rest. Just like me, they will not rest until this is gone. I will not accept that this will be here forever. This may be temporary, and this may be here right now, but this is not my forever. So, that being said, friends, that's the kind of mindset you want to have. You can get through this if you want to get through this. Medication is a helpful tool. Utilize it to the best of your ability if you're willing. And other than that, I'm going to leave this video right here. So, like, comment, subscribe, share this video with somebody if you feel like you can help them in any way. We're all here in the same boat. We want to be as helpful as possible. And until next time, friends, I'm Aaron. You're awesome. And I'll see you in the next video.